I got pregnant the first time, and I thought everything would be totally fine. But I found out at the 3-month scan that the embryo had stopped developing. I had what's called a silent miscarriage. So usually when you miscarry, you start to lose blood, you have cramps, you know something's wrong. I had a silent miscarriage, which is more rare, meaning the embryo stopped developing, the embryo was dead, my body did not expulse it. So I found out that I had lost the pregnancy at the scan at the doctor's office. And I found out that I had been walking around for a month with an embryo that had stopped developing, and I had no idea. I thought I was still pregnant.
What is that like for someone like me that has never experienced such news? What are the range of emotions and thoughts that occur when you get news like that?
Listen, for me, it was so devastating. It was so difficult. I didn't want to believe it. I was screaming. I remember like falling to the floor in my living room and saying to whatever, God or the universe, like that I wanted my baby back. I was not okay. It was very difficult. I felt a lot of anger. I felt a lot of despair. I felt a sense of injustice, like why me? I felt like I had done everything right. Like I was eating the choline, I was taking the right supplements, I was not like smoking crack, and I still had a miscarriage. And I didn't know this happened. I didn't have it in my consciousness that it could happen to me. So I felt from very high. It was probably one of the most difficult experiences of my life.
Is this more common?
1 in 5 pregnancies end in miscarriage.
That's really high. Like way higher than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And is it usually in the
first trimester?
In the first trimester.
But it can happen later also. Yeah, and I felt so isolated, and I didn't feel like people around me knew how to handle it, because it's kind of taboo. And then when I miscarried, I started talking to people about it, and I found out that so many people around me had gone through it, but had never told me about it.
When was your first pregnancy?
So I got pregnant in February 2024. So the miscarriage was in spring 2024. And then I got pregnant again in August 2025. No, 2024. And my son was born in May 2025. So I got pregnant quite quickly afterwards. But it was difficult because I was still carrying the grief of the miscarriage. So I had a very anxious pregnancy. I was very anxious the whole time that something bad would happen again, that I would miscarry again and not know about it. It was very difficult. It's a trial of the heart, man.
The number's way higher than I expected. Just much higher than I expected, and it's scary. It's scary to think about.
Yeah. And that's why people usually wait until the 3rd month mark to tell their friends and family that they're pregnant. And for some reason, I had no conception of that. So the moment I got that first pregnancy test, I told everybody. So it made it quite complicated to have to announce the miscarriage to like 50 people. But at the same time, I felt less alone than I would have felt if nobody knew I was pregnant in the first place. But yeah, it was very challenging. And it's more common than we think. And it happens to more people than we know about.